Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan and today I'm going to be talking about the interior design trends for 2025. I've compiled a list including the colors, decorative pieces, and design elements that experts think will be popular this coming year, and I'll give you some ideas about how you can bring these trends into your home. I'm interested to hear which ones you guys like and will bring into your home. Maybe you already are. Oh, I'm also going to give you my predictions. Let's get into it. The first trend is colors. Behr's color for 2025 is Rumors. Behr's campaign slogan for Rumors is Make a Statement, and they describe it as a deep ruby red. I'm not surprised that deep red is in the mix for a color of the year since it has been trending in fashion for a year or two. Benjamin Moore's color of the year is Cinnamon Slate. You may expect a color with cinnamon in its name to be brown in tone, but when I look at it, I see purple. Benjamin Moore describes this color as a delicate mix of heathered plum and velvety brown that offers enduring style and modern sensibility. You've got to give it to Ben Moore. They always have a lovely description for their colors. Rather than giving us one color of the year, Sherwin Williams gave us 9 colors to choose from. We've got Grounded, Bosque Pear, Mauve Finery, Rain Cloud, Chartreuse, Sunbleached, White Snow, Malabar, and Clove. How can you bring these colors into your home? I think the neutrals like Sherwin Williams, White Snow, and Malabar are easy to incorporate, so let's work with some deep reds. If you are feeling bold, go all in and color drench your space by painting the walls, ceiling, baseboards, and crown molding. If you're not ready to go all in, try bringing a deep red into your home in more digestible ways like small-scale painting projects and accessories. Try painting a piece of furniture or your bathroom vanity in a deep red. For an even smaller project, paint a picture frame deep red or replace the matting on your picture frame with a red tone. For a pop of red, introduce a red fabric or a pattern with red in it. Maybe a lamp with a red base, red flowers, red candles, or candlestick holders. What other ways can you bring these colors into your home in small ways? Maybe you try a vase, glassware and servingware, little bowls and trays. Go through your hardcover books. Are any of them red? Group them together and make a little red moment on your shelf. This could work with any color. If you group the same colored items together, they're stronger and they make more of a statement. So try grouping all of your same colored items together on your coffee table or your side table. What do you think of these colors? Are you going to use any of them? Are you already using any of them? Let's move on to the interior design, decorative accents, and items that will be popular in 2025. According to Real Simple magazine, bold patterns and maximalism will trend. Think dramatic wallpapers and prints, and layered textures that will be popping up in our homes. They also said warm and earthy tones will trend. Now, we know that neutral tones have been in style in both fashion and interiors for the last 5 years or so. I think it's fair to say that warm, earthy tones are in the same vein. Real Simple says that the popularity of warm, earthy tones comes from the focus on well-being, self-care, and connecting with nature, and that these hues create a grounded environment and make spaces feel more welcoming and intimate. I also saw an article linked on Home & Garden UK's IG about the use of brown and caramel colors, and that's growing in popularity. The third trend is retro influences from the 70s and 80s. This includes curved furniture, blocked glass, funky color palettes, and retro-inspired materials like rattan, velvet, and brass. Real Simple says that nostalgia continues to play a significant role in interior design in 2025. The word nostalgia means a sentimental longing or wistful affection for the past. typically for a period or place with happy personal associations. So you may feel nostalgic or long for your youth, a time when things seem simple and peaceful, and as a result, you'll decorate your home with colors and items from that time period. In this case, Real Simple says that the playful shapes and bold colors of the 1970s and 80s are being revived. These eras represented creativity and fun, and people are using these elements from these decades to add character to their homes. This trend makes sense to me. Mid-century modern has been trending for years and years. Now I'm starting to see more items from the 1970s and 80s at the thrift store, so they are more easily acquired. Plus, people get a lot of joy from color. They've done studies on the impact color can have on our moods, thoughts, even our appetites. Personally, I get an intense desire for the color yellow in January and February when New York is so gray and brown. Last winter, I thrifted a painting of big yellow and white flowers because it was such a happy piece of art. We've had a rough decade or so, and if bringing fun colors into your home will lighten your mood, go for it. It's your house after all. Next on their list is wallpaper accents. Okay, this is not a surprise either. I feel like wallpaper has been getting more and more popular, especially since the invention of peel and stick. Real Simple says it's more than just walls though. Now we are going to see wallpaper in less traditionally wallpapered spaces like in entryways, and used on accent walls and ceilings. If you've seen my little kitchen, you know I have a wallpaper accent wall. This was a design choice made out of necessity because at the time of the install, I couldn't afford more wallpaper. So I painted the remaining walls a very close match to the background color on the wallpaper. And now, some 15 years later, it's finally popular. If you aren't ready to wallpaper the walls of your room or do an accent wall, maybe you wallpaper a closet or the inside of a cabinet. Real Simple's fifth trend is bespoke decor. When I first read this, I thought that it meant we'd all have new handmade things, and I thought, who can afford that? But they actually mean vintage and antique furniture and home decor items will be embraced. This is in response to the loss of handmade quality furniture in recent years. Designers are saying that handcrafted pieces have a story and a history to share, and that people are gravitating towards that. Another trend includes the focus on self-care. It sounds like this is going to show up in the form of home gyms and spas, but also dark woods and natural and organic materials. Designers say that recently people have been opting for durable, natural materials like stone, wood, rattan, and bamboo in their homes because the materials bring warmth and a natural earthy vibe to a space, but they also align with a wellness-focused design that promotes healthier living. Next up is marbling. Apparently, marbling was popular in the 90s, and this version is inspired by that time, but it's chicer. Marbling is a technique that creates the look of marble veining on a surface that isn't marble, one designer said. It can be used on a variety of materials, including fabric, paper, and walls. It's a swirling effect that is an Old English technique and came in and out of fashion during the 90s. Personally, I love marble, but I don't know how I feel about marbling. I definitely won't be buying a marble-looking pillowcase, but I used to have a faux marble phone case. Have you guys seen people marbling? I think I saw someone on Instagram or TikTok using this technique on their countertop. It looked good in the post, but what does it look like in real life? That's it for Real Simple's trend list, but I also checked in with Zillow. In case you don't know, Zillow is an online real estate marketplace where you can look for homes to rent or to buy. They can also help you get financing for your home. Zillow predicts that cozy vibes will trend. According to Zillow, in 2025, homeowners are turning into homebodies. Zillow has found that listings mention the word cozy have increased by 35% compared to 2023. Homeowners are trading open floor plans for smaller spaces that feel cozy and serve specific purposes, not only for affordability, but also for sustainability reasons. So less space equals less energy usage. Unlike open floor plans that make the kitchen, living room, and dining room one big space, homeowners are now yearning for smaller, color-saturated spaces that feel snug. I mean, duh. I think this trend really kicked off in 2020 when the whole world had to be home, and we were all a bit scared. We wanted our homes to comfort us more than ever, and because we were home so much, we had time to sit and look around and think, man, this place could be doing more for me. And we realized that open floor plans are not realistic for all situations. If you watched any video from my I'm Loving series, you know I'm a big fan of cozy. I've covered styles from Nancy Meyers to dark academia, and the one thing they all have in common is that they're cozy. You can bring cozy into your home through warm colors and patterns, fluffy and down-filled furniture, rounded edges, soft furnishings, and textiles like wool, boucle, mohair, and velvet. The world can be a rough place, so when I walk into my home, I want a big hug. I also have a dog waiting for me at home, which is the ultimate in warm and cozy feelings. Next on Zillow's list is electric features. Technology has enabled homeowners to live more sustainably and more affordably, which is a growing priority for buyers. According to Zillow, potential buyers are searching for houses with whole home batteries, solar panels, and electric vehicle charging stations. Other search terms include sustainable and green. When it comes to kitchens, homebuyers are looking for electric ranges and induction cooktops. Now, I'm not in a position to install solar panels, but I have been working to reduce my energy consumption for environmental and economical reasons. I participate in an energy rewards program with my energy provider. Reach out to your electric company to see if they have direct or partner programs available to you, and you can get paid to reduce your energy use, which is good for your pocketbook and the planet. In addition to this program, I use technology to help me in the form of smart bulbs and smart outlets. I have found them to be very helpful because I can control them from my phone when I'm away from my home. When I'm out at dinner, I can log into an app to turn off a light in my apartment and to turn on my dog's camera. I wish I had done this years ago because then I wouldn't have had to text my brother-in-law to go into my apartment to check to see if I left the curling iron on. Their third trend is old world charm. According to Zillow, going hand in hand with the longing for cozy spaces, homeowners are finding comfort in the past as they search for keywords like nostalgia and vintage. Antique furnishings, floral patterns, chintz, and tapestries are hallmarks of old world style. With the resurgence of reading physical books, listings featuring home libraries and bibliothèque decor have increased, as well as sculleries. A scullery is a Victorian-era room designed for messy meal prep and washing and storing dishes. It's often viewed as an overflow kitchen. I've started seeing this room on Instagram a lot, sculleries and big pantries. This old world charm trend echoes the bespoke and retro trends that I mentioned before. If you are looking to bring more old world charm into your home, I would suggest the most affordable option first. Look at your home and look at your family. My older relatives know I love antique and vintage items, and they say to me, come over and look through my attic and basement. I have tons of that stuff. If you don't have someone in your life looking to get rid of their antique and vintage pieces, there are so many other resources available to you. If you want the real thing, I would suggest going to the thrift store, looking at estate sales, going to Habitat for Humanity Restore, a consignment shop, a flea market. You get the idea. If you don't have access to these places, try online sources like Etsy, Poshmark, which is where I resell right now, Facebook Marketplace, and Craigslist. Lastly, spa-inspired wet rooms. According to Zillow, people want a spa-like space at home, and a wet room is rising in popularity. This luxurious design trend features the shower and bathtub together in an open, waterproof space. They are more accessible since they don't have a shower curb. Zillow says that this bathroom trend is part of a larger interest in designing homes for wellness. Domino also predicts that wet rooms and shower rooms will be popular this year. I don't know about you, but I'm not in a position of redoing my bathroom to include a wet room. But I can make it more spa-like by upgrading or refreshing my hand towels, body towels, and my bath mat. Personally, I like having a rug in my bathroom rather than a traditional bath mat. Depending on your budget, maybe you add a heated towel rack. To me, the smell of a place can make it more calming and spa-like, so I would buy a new candle, a shower bomb, or some eucalyptus that I could put in a vase and then hang in the shower. Those are the interior design, decor, and color trends for 2025. There is some overlap between these sources, mostly our desire to be cozy, take better care of ourselves and the environment, and to save money. Are you going to be partaking in any of these trends? Are there any that surprised you? For me, it's marbling. I have 2 predictions for 2025. Number 1 is that people are going to trust the process. When I painted the floor of my bathroom, it looked terrible at first. One of you guys commented, this really was a trust the process situation because it started off rough, but it came out great in the end. I think people are going to take risks with a project or a purchase and see how it goes. At the very least, we are going to hear people say, trust the process in 2025. My second trend for 2025 is that not following trends will be a trend. People are going to say, I don't follow trends, and embrace their individuality. I love this idea because your home is your home. It's for you, so do whatever you want to do with your home. That being said, if you are living in the world, engaging with people, reading books and magazines, or consuming content in any way, you're going to be influenced by trends. We don't even know when it's happening some of the time. The only way we can truly be free of influence is by pulling a Henry David Thoreau and living in the woods with only your thoughts and nature. But then we'd be influenced by nature, right? I don't know. What do you think? Is it possible to not be influenced by trends? Sound off in the comments. In general, for 2025, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, but more on that in a future video when I show you all of my plans for next year, including room makeovers, a small pantry upgrade, thrift road trips, and flea markets on my list for 2025. If you liked this video, hit that thumbs up button. If you like thrifting, interior design, and DIY, hit subscribe and turn on your notifications so you get an alert when I post new videos. As always, thank you for watching and for subscribing. I'll see you next time.